Hi everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back once again with another review. Continuing our flashback. I said I would never do it again. I lied. Flashback look at the Pursuit of Cobra Wave 6. We're taking a look at Snake Eyes, the Temple Guardian. This figure answers a very important question. How do you follow up what many people consider to be the definitive version of a character? This is the front of the packaging. You can see the nice artwork there. On the back, he's part of the Arctic threat. All that stuff. Enough yibber yabber. Let's get to it. And here he is. Right off the bat, this is not that Pursuit of Cobra Commando Snake Eyes. Don't expect the wrist joints. Don't expect all the Commando Ninja accoutrements. This is simply Snake Eyes as his ninja defending the Irish Kakage Temple. Really a nice looking figure. We'll get in a little bit later into more of the details, but right off the bat, I want to mention I took the liberty of adding on one of his accessories. This little neck wrap comes separate in the packaging. You have to pop his head off, but since he has interchangeable heads, that works out pretty fine. But for articulation, the head is on a ball joint. Up and down and side to side is slightly limited due to this neck scarf, but not too bad. Ball and socket joints in the shoulders, single jointed elbow that rotates, wrist swivel, waist articulation, moderate ab crunch, nothing special. Take him off his stand. Ball jointed hips, double jointed knees, side to side ankle rotation, and a forward and back ankle pivot. All in all, not too bad. Just giving you a quick detailed look at Snake Eyes. This is the default head he comes with, and it's that traditional commando look. You can actually see a little flesh underneath the scarf here. It is a bare neck. Love this detail on the armor if you can see it. Well, you can't because I'm showing it to you, but yeah, would have been cool. I mean, if this was Japan, this would all be etched in, but yeah, I understand why they couldn't do it. Kind of interesting that he's Winter Campaign with no gloves, or Arctic Threat, whatever they're calling it. But that nice white fall etching goes down his shoulder and wrist gauntlets. Nice black finish here. You do have those nice knee guards. Unfortunately, when you bend, it does kind of look a little odd, so you may want to try bending from the bottom joint only. You know, see if we can see what that. It doesn't really work, but yeah. I mean, it's a cool figure. He's got those little ninja sandal things going, but let's take a look at his accessories. Right off the bat, I just want to show you real quick. There is one accessory I'm not taking out of the packaging. It's this curved blade on a string or rope. We've seen this with Storm Shadow. We've seen this with another snake with the Tornado Kick Snake Eyes. It's really a problem. Hard for me to wind the rope up right so it fits back in the packaging, but there it is. He does come with it. But I think, as you'll see, some of the other Ninja accessories will make up for this, so you can use those. But just wanted to let you know they're there. And here's his other accessories. Best way to describe them is a mix of the old and the new. First off, we have these great hooked blade swords. Like I said, these came along with that curved rope thing with the Tornado Kick Snake Eyes as well. I think a Storm Shadow. I mean, these type of swords have been around for a long time in the G.I. Joe line. I mean, I think back during the Valor vs. Venom era, there was like every ninja at some point came with a pair of these, and he does come with two. He then has what I'm really excited about are traditional ninja swords. A lot of people sometimes confuse the katana and say it's a ninja sword. It's not. Katanas are predominantly used by the samurai, but the swords are already put in their sheath. They come separate, not in his hands, thankfully, but they also can come apart, as in two pieces that you have to loop together and peg them in like so. So if you want to have one sword, you can. You can dual wield them. One thing I should mention, let's see if I can show you on the camera. The sheaths are a little warped. They're a very soft rubber. I don't know if that's going to affect things going down the line, but just to let you know. We also saw these later on with the Renegades 4-pack Snake Eyes. Finally, which I think is really the highlight of the set, are his replacement head and 3 additional masks. Now, first, I thought this was a separate headpiece, but it's actually the head was packaged with the mask on it. Okay, get ready. We're going to see Snake Eyes without his mask on. Ooh. Ooh. Here, you know what? Let me work a little magic here so we can see this a little clearer. Yep. No scarring as far as I can tell. Certainly doesn't look like the one image I saw way back from the Marvel Comics with him without his mask on that had his eye down to his cheekbone. But you also don't get to see his mouth. So this is kind of interesting. Next, let me show you the as his head goes rolling off. These two. The reason I'm showing you these two together is one of these is for the Ninja Slice, and one of these is for the Ninja Dice. I don't know which one is which. I know one of them is in the figure subscription service that I've been honoring for all that time. I always get them confused. I still do. It's just how it is. My favorite, though, has got to be this ornate samurai-inspired hood piece. Interesting enough, this guy and this guy can all fit over his masked head, but I think they're really meant for the bear head. So that's what I'm going to be using. And I'm going to start switching heads right now. Alright, so here's Snake Eyes with his normal head. Interesting side note. You want to know how many years I thought Snake Eyes just had dark hair? I never knew he was blonde-haired, blue-eyed, or as close to blue-eyed as you can get on a G.I. Joe, but here it is. And it does have a bit more range of movement than the hooded version. So there you have that. And then let's go ahead and put this mask on first. I'm just going to slide that in, and yeah, this is, I think, a traditional practice type mask that you don't scar or hurt the face, but there it is. So yeah, a little, who are you, peekaboo? And then let's come along and we'll use this mask now that this head originally came packaged wearing, and not too bad. It's a unique look for him. It's alright. But, saving the best for last. Here's, that Uber helmet thing big. And, make sure I get it on him right. If I can. Oh. Uh-oh. If you're wondering what the heck I'm doing is... This really, has a hard time going on with the scarf. The scarf is, think I'm gonna have to pop the head off there. Take the scarf off and pop this back on. Interesting. Well, there it is. I guess it's not meant to go on with the scarf, but there's a look at the scarf separate. Um, yeah, this is my favorite. Um, full range of movement. Okay, his back movement is slightly restricted now, and oh, the got to be careful with moving the head because it'll move the mask. But yeah, it kind of looks, and if you look at the back here, it kind of has a natural molded in way of like flow to it. But yeah, I like this one. Okay, time for the tough question. Can I recommend this version of Snake Eyes over the Uber Pursuit of Cobra Ninja Commando? No, I can't. But this is a great Snake Eyes figure on its own. If you don't have that Uber Commando version, I highly recommend getting it. Get it as soon as you can. You're probably going to have to pay an arm and a leg for him, but he's worth it. If you already have him and are looking for a Snake Eyes that's a little bit different than what we've seen before, give this guy a shot. He's not too bad. He holds his weapons brilliantly, which I'm really happy about, and you can get some decent poses out of him. If anything, you have, between the head and accessories, you have enough to make some of your own custom ninjas. I know some guys are into that. He goes for roughly retail on eBay and what have you. You might have to pay a little bit more since I think this way was kind of hard to find in stores. Of course, now I'm going back a couple of years, so it's tough to remember. But enough of my rambling. This is your old pal Chuck for Snake Eyes. We'll see you next time.